Good evening, everyone. The high school volleyball playoffs are just around the corner, and tonight in Escanaba, the Stevenson Eagles hope to win the Great Northern Conference title. Let's check in on the third set. The Eagles have already won the first two. Kelsey Johnson steps up at the net with the hard spike off the block. It's 16-11 Stevenson. Later, it's Johnson again off the block again. So point goes to the Eagles, making it 18-12. Now match point for Stevenson. The Eagles are serving. Becca Puron from the Eskimos can't handle it, so it's an ace. Stevenson wins the third set 25-13 and the match 3-0. And they are GNC champions. And get this, the match only took 56 minutes. Over in Negaunee, the Miners hosted the Lady Knights. We are in the first set and they're tied at 2. But Jenny Anderson slams it home for Norway as they take the 3-2 lead. Then Emily Loken with the soft touch for Negaunee, and this ball gets by 2 Norway players, and we're tied at 3. Jordan Kramer was quite the force near the net tonight, and she get the kill here for Norway, but they still trail Annette Gleason squad by 3 points, 9-6. The first set went back and forth until Blake Trierweiler adds a kill, and the Miners took the first set 25-20, but Norway what comes storming back as they take the match 3-1 over Negaunee. After a hot start on the road, the NMU Wildcats hockey team is 4-0 as they head back home this weekend against Alabama Huntsville in what is a non-conference series against a conference opponent. The Wildcats have a 7-0-1 record against the 0-6 Chargers. Wildcats clubs say they want to replicate the success they had last week against Lake Superior State, where they earned their first 4 points.
I think a year ago we knew their goaltenders were exceptional. When the same 2 guys were in the net, they rotated them every night, and these guys were very, very tough to score. And I think he's got some good young players there. I don't want to be the first mark on their list, so it's real important to it.
They're a team that will show up and they will work hard, and they have very great goaltending. And for us to be successful, we're going to have to come out like we did last Saturday and play a game that is of high quality and high effort.
The NMU SAAC will be collecting canned goods for the TV6 Canathon at the game as well. And the puck drops this Friday at 7:07 p.m. While sticking with NMU, the Wildcats have a full slate of games in Marquette this weekend. The football team hosts Walsh, while the volleyball team welcomes Wayne State. Dominique Yoder's club is hoping to build off their 3-0 win over Michigan Tech and improve to 12-3 in conference play. Even though they fell earlier last week to a pair of top 22 teams, Yoder likes how his young team is progressing down the stretch.
You know, a lot of teaching, a lot of experience, just a lot of learning. The matches that we played this past weekend, we didn't do as well as we wanted to, but I think our freshmen really learned a lot in how to play at the highest level. So, it really has been just about experience and just about developing those young players as well as keeping our sophomores and our juniors on track. So, we're excited about how we're performing in their conference, and we just want to keep that up.
Game time set for a Halloween afternoon at 5 p.m. 10 athletes and sports builders have been inducted into the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame. The class of 2014 will include ski instruction pioneer Kurt Chase, resort designer Joe Cushing, noted big mountain skier Chris Davenport, World Cup race winner Christina Kosnick, Alpine development leader John McCurtry, along with American ski racer Ralph Miller, Olympic champion snowboarder Ross Powers, World Alpine Championship medalist Eric Schlope, goggle innovator Bob Smith, and a pioneer in women's skiing, Jeannie Thorin. The induction ceremony will take place April 11th, 2015 in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. MichiganSource.com.
You can tell there's so much energy in that arena, but they just didn't come through for the fans tonight.
Yeah, and Carmelo Anthony probably had a big part, 25 points for him on the night.
He had a big shot late, too.
Yes, he did.
All right, thanks, Lily. Coming up next, volleyball players take to the court in Manistee in the fight against breast cancer. We'll be right back.